Hey every pony, this is my third take because I keep fucking up, but I got an insane story about how literally my entire middle school friend group was expelled in 8th grade 3 days before the fuck school year ended. Um, so let me preface this by saying that around 2 months before the school year was over, I started smoking weed regularly. And my next door neighbor, Logan, he also started smoking with me. Keep in mind, these are all altered names. Just for legal reasons, everyone's name is altered. So, we would smoke, and it got to the point where I would wake and bake and go to middle school, and this dude would swipe edibles from his dad and take them, and would be at school, and we would just, be fucked up. And we were known in our little friend group as like, oh, they're so bad. They do drugs. Yo, that's so cool. Because nobody else really was. We lived in a relatively sheltered area of town, and we made plans to drink on a Tuesday. So homegirl, we'll call her Elizabeth. She brings a black bottle of Jack Daniels, and we pass it around in the morning in the gymnasium where they have us pulled in whenever you get off the bus or if you get there early waiting for class to start. And in hindsight, it's really insanely stupid that we were doing this because admin straight up would make eye contact with us as we were drinking. And like we were kids, everyone was acting belligerent. In no world is this smart, okay? But anyways, the day continues, everyone goes to class, I'm fucked up, the gang's fucked up. During lunch, I go and sit at my band friend group's lunch table, and they were at their own lunch table, and they were passing around the jug a little bit more. My friend Logan, he had it. But yeah, we all went home that day, not suspecting anything, and over the weekend we made plots to drink again on, I think it was the next Tuesday, but we also were gonna have this big graduation hangout at my house whenever we all graduated. So Tuesday comes around, Elizabeth shows up with 2 bottles of tequila. I show up with sweet tea from a taqueria, and the homie shows up with white monster. We all pour up this concoction and pass it around and get drunk as fuck. We drink literally this whole one water bottle in that one sitting. And Logan, he bought this strange edible off this sketchy dealer named Akira. Yeah, I'm gonna name him after the anime character. And he ate the whole brick in one sitting as he was downing all that alcohol. So the day continues, we go to our periods, and it was in 4th period where homeboy, we'll call him Young Vito, he texted my phone and was like, holy shit, bro, holy shit, they just got Logan, he's fucked up. And he told me that he got to class late and then was just slumped out in his chair being unresponsive. So they call the administrator, Mr. Rodriguez, and Mr. Rodriguez calls him out of class, and he goes. And I'm going to switch to Logan's perspective, which he told me after, because it's genuinely funny as fuck. He told me that he remembered walking down the hallway, and Miss Rodriguez was like, so Logan, how's your day going? And he was like, oh, my day's going pretty good, Miss Rodriguez, how's yours? And she's like, well, it's going great, thank you for asking. And he was like, well, man, I just felt awkward, we were talking, and then it was just silent, and I didn't really like it. So 15 seconds goes by, and he's like, so, Miss Rodriguez, how's your day? She's like, oh, thank you for asking, Logan. It's going really, really good. And they finally get to the administrator's office, and they sit Logan down in the chair. And this is where I'll switch back to my perspective. I go, and it's lunch now. I had 5th lunch. So everyone in the group chat is freaking out. The only trick I know to sober up is to chug water. So I'm fucking downing bottles of water, and I go and sit at my band table during lunchroom, and I see the friend group at the table exactly parallel to me, and I'm still drunk, I'm still tweaking out, and I'm just watching one by one they get picked off, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm being so dead ass. One by one, administrators came and took one homie to the hall, another homie to the hall, a third homie to the hall, a fourth homie to the hall, until by the end of it, everyone at that fucking table, except for me, everyone who was drinking was in the office. And I'm like, yo, why is it me? Keep in mind, young Vito's at my side. Young Vito's right next to me at the table, and he's also freaking out. Young Vito had band with me. So, we go to band, and we're chugging more water in the little locker room where we get shit. And our little band kids, you know, band kids will always judge you for doing drugs. Doesn't matter what section it is, or really anything. They're gonna be like, I told you, this was a bad idea, guys. And they were like crowding me in the corner, and they're like, dude, why would you do this to yourself? Just keep drinking water, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. So me and young Vito were just throwing back waters. I know my teachers knew I was fucked up too, because I've been on that little crackhead shit this entire year. It was just amplified by my newfound love of drugs. But as band ends, admin calls young Vito's name, and he looks at me and he's like, poor young Vito. They took his ass into the office. I still remember as we were going out into the hallway for passing period, and they didn't take me, and I go to 7th period and I'm still out of it, so I just sit in my chair slumped, and then I go to 8th period and I'm still slumped, but I'm expecting to get called into the office, but the thing is, nobody on their phone is texting. The group chat is dead silent. So I walk out as the bell's ringing, and I go to the bus loop, and Miss Rodriguez is there, and she sees me, and she like opens the door for me, and she's all smiles, and she's like, hey Eli, like, hey Miss Rodriguez. She's like, gonna go have a good rest of your day? I was like, yes ma'am, you know it. She's like, you got anything you need to tell me? And I'm like, nope. She's like, are you sure? You won't be in trouble. And I'm like, yup. And I just walk to my bus and get on and get the fuck home. So what ended up happening was the group turned on each other, alright? I got filled in from Logan. Okay, he got his ass beat by his parents, and I didn't get to see him for a day. But then the next day, after he found a way to text me, and we linked up, he explained to me that this kid who's only been on substances for 2 months now, he held it down and did not snitch on anyone and was silent. He remained quiet in this fucking police interrogation room as a lil ass 14-year-old and did not squeal on anybody's names. And I would like to say that this is fucking illegal. So what they ended up doing was they threatened, well, first of all, they threatened to like not pass Logan if he didn't let up on him, but he knew that that shit's not legal, because credit to Logan's parents, Logan will be a recurring channel on this recurring character on this channel going forward. He's the GOAT. I've known him since kindergarten. But Logan's parents raised him against the establishment and raised him knowing his rights. So he knows that they're bullshitting. And because he knows that they're bullshitting, he doesn't give them shit for 2 hours. He doesn't listen to any of their threats, but that is illegal. You can't intimidate a intoxicated minor for a confession, because what they ended up doing was going on the cameras and peeling through all of the footage all the way back to the last Tuesday whenever they were passing around the bottle at lunch. And they got all the kids in one by one, and they all squealed on each other, and they all fucking, since Brayden got taken in, since he got taken in first, they all scapegoated him, and they were like, oh yes, you know, he's the reason why he brought these drugs, he forced us to do these drugs. and it really made me sad to hear them tarnishing my homie's name. Um, yeah, I thought they didn't snitch on me either for the longest time until this fucking skis bag that I hate. I'm gonna name him Big Stinky. Big Stinky, if you're watching this, I fucking hate you, and I want to drop your real name so everyone can hate you as much as I can. But he was like, yeah, bro, that's fucking bullshit. Everyone snitched on you. But they made them sign the confession, and the only reason why I wasn't caught is because the evidence that they had on them was them passing around the bottle at lunch last Tuesday, and once again I wasn't at that table. So even if they had 7 little kids saying that me and Logan were like this big drug mastermind that tarnished all of their morals, they didn't have anything on me other than word of mouth, and I wasn't willing to talk or admit anything. So, yeah, they made all these drunk kids sign a confession, which is illegal once again. And at this time, it was before there was really such a big drug problem in my district. So these kids had to go to fucking court for this shit. And some of them actually got lawyers, and their families like paid for shit to get dropped. Others of them started freshman year, or like 2 months, 3 months in alternative school. But yeah, that shit was insane. That's how everyone got caught up. It was really, really small. No one expected anything, and then boom, all of a sudden it blew up. And yeah, this will like lead into a part 2, but everyone got grounded, and my grandparents didn't know about it until about a month and a half later, until this guy Big Stinky was like, hey, we should get Elijah in trouble since he didn't get in trouble and he's like the big drug addict. So yeah, he told his parents that I was a part of the plan to get all of their kids intoxicated, and scapegoated me and Logan. And all these parents got up in arms and contacted my grandparents and were like, yo, what the fuck? My grandparents figured out, and then they didn't let me outside for the rest of the summer. That was the loneliest summer ever. But yeah, that's pretty much how shit fell apart with the middle school friend group. Homegirl bought drinks. We drank on camera, got caught up a week later. Shout out to Logan. You need yourself a homie like Logan in your life who will hold it down and not snitch. But yeah, thanks for listening to this.